Hi there, welcome to Double Bill Movies. My name is Trevor, and today's video is going to be something I wasn't really going to do on this channel, but you know what, I'm interested in watching other people's, so why not me do a collection video, eh? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do it studio by studio, and then I'm going to do it chronologically as well, alphabetical order, all that kind of thing. And so yeah, some studios will take a few episodes because I'm not going to get through them all. Some, hopefully like this one, I should be able to get through in one episode. And some it'll be a bundle of studios because I've only got one or two titles from each. So anyway, so let's take a look at my collection, and we shall start with 101. So the first title I have here is Night of the Living Dead Resurrection, Reanimation, sorry, 3D. Now I would like to see this in 3D, but I don't have a 3D setup. But it's a shame it's not got the analytic, the funny glasses, you know, the red and the white, the red and the blue, or the red and the green. But you know, one day I'll get to see it in 3D. And I always find 3D films, when you watch them in 2D, the colours are a bit off, a bit funny, because obviously they're set up for 3D. So they are going to look a little bit odd. But this is a pretty cool film. I really enjoyed it. And yes, it is part of the Dead series, as they call it. Nice slipcover on this one. Yeah. I'm sure you've all seen this. I won't go into too much detail or anything about them. So that is Night of the Living Dead Reanimation. Now this is a film that I had on DVD for a really long time, and I was pretty impressed that 101 would come out with it. It's a very cool little film, and I'm sure you've seen it. And it is 51st State. Basically, Samuel L. Jackson is a bit of a whiz when it comes to chemistry, and he creates this wonder drug, and you know, the partygoers, the ravers, they want it, and he's got to find a buyer for it. And Meatloaf, may he rest in peace, the late Meatloaf, also stars in this, and he plays basically, I think, the big villain. But you got Robert Carlyle there. He's also in this, and he plays a really good role as well. There is also a female sniper. I forget her name, but there's some really funny interactions with the various characters. So yeah, it's kind of a comedy, but it's kind of a bit of a thriller as well, I suppose. Bit of action as well. So yeah, that is 51st State. So what else have we got here? Oh, now, kind of a bit strange to show you the second version, the second film in a series before you see the first one, but that's the way this is going. So I was after the first one for a long time, and each time I got it, or one time I got it, it was just the standard edition and not the special edition that was being shown on eBay or Amazon. Obviously they use a generic image, and you ask them, oh, is this a special edition? They go, yeah. And it's like, no, it's not. So I sent that one back. Anyway, but this is number 2. This is The Exterminator. I really like the first one, and I have to say I really enjoyed this one too. This is also a first edition, as it has the poster in it. I was quite pleased. I kind of just off the cuff decided to purchase it, I think directly from 101 or whoever their distributor is. But you know, as it had been out a while, I wasn't sure I was going to get the first edition, but I did. And there's the poster. So that was really cool. It's really nice. And that, as those eagle-eyed of you will see this in my banner for the channel. And yeah, so that's the spine you can see. Right, next. Okay, now for a film that I talked about recently. In a have you seen this film or these films, one of my sort of discovery episodes, and that is The Deep, starring Robert Shaw, Nick Nolte and Jacqueline Bisset. Really good film. I really enjoyed this. Some really good underwater scenes, kind of come out exactly the same time as Jaws did. So yeah, not really a shark film, but there's still some really good underwater action and a good story too. So that's The Deep. Then we have a horror film, and it is The Mask Maker. Basically a couple, they buy their dream home, they set about doing it up. In the local hardware store, the guy behind the counter, who's played by the famous Michael Berryman, he tries to warn them, you know, this house has got a bit of a history, just be careful. And they're like, yeah, I'll be fine, whatever, as you do. And well, they start to find out that he was right. So that's The Mask Maker. Now, one of the infamous video nasties. Now, I found out this is not the totally uncut version, and my friend seems to think that in the UK we will never get a fully uncut version of this film. Now, I may track down a fully uncut version, but no, I'm not too fussed. And it is I Spit on Your Grave. This is a really nice edition. Now, I found out this lovely lady here with a nice derriere is actually oh, you know what, my mind's just gone blank. What is it? Debbie Moore. There we go. Yes, this that is Debbie Moore. Now yeah, so this is the 101 special edition. Comes with a nice booklet and yeah, various essays and pictures from the film. Oh, now that is actually from the remake, that picture. So I'm guessing this is about the kind of franchise that spawned from this one movie. But there is a poster in here as well. And let's see, aka Day of the Woman. Yes, that's the other name of this film, Day of the Woman. So what do we have? The original, I Spit on Your Grave. Oh yeah, one's a DVD and one's a Blu-ray. So there we go. Now, I do have the box set of all the films. But I like this version, I like this cover, so I'm keeping it in my collection. That is, when I get it back in there, put it away later. Now, oh dear. So, when I was watching lots of horror films on YouTube, back when I was unemployed, excuse me, one of them I came across and thought I'd give a go was Hell Night. This is the lovely 101 special edition, and it has the gorgeous what's her name, Blair. Come on, it's the end of the week, I'm tired. Oh, Linda Blair. There we go. Just look on the back, Trevor, and you can read it from there, can't you? So yeah, despite the special edition, no reversible art or anything, just a plain disc. But there is a nice big booklet. And obviously the nice box. Now, I haven't actually watched this on Blu-ray yet, so it's something I need to rectify. The film was not amazing, but you never know if the one you're watching on YouTube is cut, so we shall see. That is Hell Night. Now, this box set is two films. Now, the second film is completely and utterly pointless, and those of you who have seen this will know exactly what I'm talking about, and that is Silent Night, Deadly Night. Now, a good friend of mine that I used to be in a band with, actually, told me about this film a couple of Christmases ago and said that I should check it out. I basically just missed this box set, and but I think it was on eBay, and I had a look and I was like, that's retail price, or just slightly less than retail price, so yeah, I'm happy with that. And it was new and sealed, so there we go. I managed to get this nice box set, and there is the two films, but yeah, for those of you who have seen Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2, it is basically just a whole load of reminiscing about the first film. So there's more clips of the first film in than there is new clips, which is a shame, because I think what they were trying to do was pretty good. The guy playing the brother of the killer in this film wasn't necessarily the best actor in the world, but yeah, you just perhaps needed a slightly different editing, or a slightly better director, and you know, there could have been a much better film. But so if you're going to go for this box set, it's good to have it for your collection, but if you want these films, don't bother with this one. Just go with this one, literally. This is a very good film. I really enjoyed this film. And this one is 2-disc. Oh, so this has the extended version. So I imagine I watched the theatrical version first, as I tend to always do with new films. So yeah, this Christmas 2022, I can sit and watch the extended version. Perhaps not with the second film. So yeah, that is Silent Night, Deadly Night. Not quite the last of my 101 titles, because I have a couple of World War II ones. They are over that way, in the shelving unit there, and for my collection videos I will do all my World War II separate, because they are all together. So, but for non World War II, but my last 101, we have the funny Howard the Duck. Yeah, it's a George Lucas film, and it's Marvel Comics, and it's a bit of a bizarre film. I remember seeing it years ago. Again, I haven't watched this yet, but I was reading the booklet actually, and there was some really interesting stuff in it. Obviously how George Lucas was kind of trying to make his way in Hollywood, and just got really despondent with them, and it was like, nah, I'm not going to do it your way, we're going to do things my way. So I even found out that THX 1138, Warner Brothers basically took it from him and recut the film because they didn't like what he was doing with it. And I'm like, oh, Now it is a brilliant film, and that I really hope gets a 4K release. I only have it on DVD, so I'd like to see it on Blu-ray. But yeah, he just became very despondent with Hollywood, and was like, you know what, I'm just going to do things my own way. Hence we got THX Sound, that company he set up, and obviously ILM. And of course, that's when we got Star Wars, and you know, the rest is history. You all know that. But Howard the Duck was something he picked up, and you know, he wanted to give it a go, and unfortunately, it was a flop. I quite liked it when I saw it as a kid. I think it was one that we rented from the video store. And yeah, so when I saw 101 were releasing this nice edition, I thought, well, why not? You know, the fact that it's a nice edition gives me a little bit more reason to pick it up. So this is 2 disc. Oh yeah, so it's DVD and Blu-ray. Really cool image, I think, inside here. I really like that. That's very cool. So yeah, basically that is the first episode of my collection videos. So I hope you enjoyed that. Sorry it was a bit short, but that's all I have from 101. Like I said, apart from the World War II couple of films I have. So the next one, I think finally, is 20th Century Fox. That I have a few more titles of, so that will probably be spread over 2, 3, maybe even 4 episodes. So this one is clocking in at about 17 minutes. I like to keep my videos around 20 minutes long. And yeah, so that's 101. So you may, or at least I hope you've seen my first episode of my How Physical Media is Made series, where I was walking in a wood not far from where I live, and I took you through the first steps of how these discs are made. Not you know, like the pressing plant bit, but the content and how the content is put on the disc, and what goes into getting it right. So hopefully soon I shall be able to do part 2 of that. And also, if you saw my little movie that I shot talking about many things, I shall put links in the description for you to go and check those out if you haven't got around to seeing them yet. But yeah, please like and subscribe. Let me know any comments, what your thoughts are on the films I have from 101. If you'd like to see more collection videos, and you know, you can see behind me, these are all DVDs. In some of my other videos you'll see the brown shelving unit, which is over there, which has all my 88 and my Arrow and most of my horror films. And then in my earlier videos, where I was in the other corner of the room in front of the other speaker, there is a shelving unit which is actually double stacked, so everything you see at the front has the same again behind it. Yeah, lots of titles in there, and you could probably see a few box sets here and there as well. But anyway, yeah, I'll say it again, like and subscribe, and don't forget to set the notifications so when I upload a new video you get to know straight away. And enjoy yourself, enjoy your weekend, because it is Friday, and take it easy.